Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up because it's one of my favorite.
And so I came home early from a business trip. And when I get home, 3 of my kids on their knees and they're crying. And he's on the couch with a belt just going like this. And I'm like, what happened? And he says, I'm just trying to scare them. And he's
Wow.
like, no, he hit us. They're lying. I'm just trying to scare them. They're misbehaving. And I turned to my kids and I saw blood coming down. And I just grabbed my kids. I didn't care what the church said. I left.
Yep.
I just fled. I talk about the details in the book, but I
Yeah.
just I left. And I didn't care what the church said. They tried, you got to forgive him. He's repentant. He wants to get back together with you. I saw, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I said, the Bible says it's better for a man to hang himself with a millstone into the sea than hurt any one of these little ones.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not going to go back. I forgive. That doesn't mean I have to go back.
Absolutely.
And so the church elders and the pastors, they all got together. They had a big meeting with me. And they're like, because he was very involved in church. They all got together and they're like, he's repentant. You need to forgive. And I said, I do forgive. And they're like, you can't raise all these kids for yourself because now I have a baby and I have 4 little ones.
Mhm.
And God will provide. I don't know how, but God will provide.
Absolutely.
Can I add something on?
Yes.
So it's listening to your story gets me really emotional. Somebody very important to me, I don't want to say who, but someone in my family went through a very similar experience with their church where their husband was being abusive and the church said, oh, you have to stay with him because that's what a Christian wife does. You can't get divorced. And finally, they were able to get divorced and she ended up remarrying and she's very happy now. But it's kind of sad. I think that's an opportunity that I think some more, I should say like more traditional churches seem to have, is saying that there's never room for divorce. And to your point, there's absolutely times where it's necessary. And I think churches would do better if they hit on that, because when you teach people, hey, don't get divorced no matter what, it makes people more inclined, I think, to get divorced instead of saying, hey, here are the specific times where you absolutely should get divorced. Like abuse, personally, I think absolutely. I think scripture is very clear. Infidelity, I think scripture is very clear. You don't love them anymore? No, that's not a good reason.
That's
right?
not a good reason.
Which is like
Right.
the most common one but it's, I think we would do a better service to fellow Christians if you're like, hey, here's the specific reasons. And if this is happening, absolutely come talk to your church about it.